sewing friends, welcome to my sewing room. My name is Beth, and if you're new, welcome. Today's block is a very plain block. Sometimes you need a block that will just go back in the distance to let your busy blocks shine. Let's get started. I finished these blocks recently, the shooting star blocks. I also made a red and green version of this. I'll leave those links below. I wanted an alternate block and I chose this very simple 9-patch, and I'm going to call it a plain block because it is not the star of the show, and I actually even took out one of the colors from that 9-patch. I will be alternating this block, and as you can see, it has a green center, and the center of my 9-patch will be the background fabric. Here's the center square for my block today. It's 3.5 inches, and I have 4 2-inch squares that are different colors. This is a scrappy quilt, and then I need 4 strips of the background fabric cut 3.5 inches by 2 inches, and I will also be including a mix of the background fabrics. They will all be cream colored fabrics. To make the block, I'm going to add 2 of those colored squares to 2 of my little strips here, and then I will put it all together. I have quite a collection of 2-inch squares in my stash here. I try to organize my squares, the smallest being 1.5 inches, and I put those in a box. But then I have a set of drawers where I have my 2-inch, 2.5 inch, 3-inch, 3.5 inch, and then 4 inches and up kind of go into one drawer because I don't have a lot of those larger squares in my stash that are pre-cut. These squares that are pre-cut are squares that I have cut from leftovers. After doing a project, I might have a lot of leftover pieces, and I cut those up and I quickly put them in the drawer for future use. And I picked out some colors for today's project that kind of goes along with those stars that I had already made. And here are the star blocks and also the plain blocks, and I think this is looking really great. I like the way these two blocks are working together in this quilt top. I love the way this quilt is coming together, beginning with some of those reproduction type fabrics and then adding other fabrics that were not necessarily reproductions, but they do match in color, and I love the way this is all coming together. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.